25-yard line.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
So from the 37, here's second down and 8. Now Sanders gets this over the middle to Tillman. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, you are on target. This is going to just depend on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I don't want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Jerome Ford
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Powering forward. Out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And when he came out of college, we all knew he had the chance to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He got there in short fashion and elevates everyone around him. Led the league in passing last year with nearly 5,000 yards and had 43 touchdown passes. He's hoping to get his team back to the playoffs after falling just short a season ago.
Second down and 8.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Here is 3rd and 5.
Now Burrow.
Open man is Yoshivas.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
To throw now, here's Sanders.
And he rifles one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Burrow will throw. Got it in. It's Brown.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
A gain of 6. And the Bengals first down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Burrow looking to pass.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Bengals first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Mason Graham. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Now to give to Brown on the option.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Brown's territory. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Here's Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! Samaje Perine. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
Shamar Stewart. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They need 12 here. It's third down. Sanders to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start first and 10. On first and 10, here's Brown. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to go, clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. And they run the option here on first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up second and a yard at the 15-yard line.
Draw play for Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
That's good for the Bengals.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. On second and goal, Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
To throw is Sanders. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's
He's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Throwing, Sanders. Setting up a screen for Jenkins.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
That's a gain of 6.
Sanders.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it with the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
10 at the 18-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, but off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he will slide down with a good gain. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Sanders.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A gain of 15. And a Bengal first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And he stopped immediately there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Bengals first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Now back to throw. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
A give left side for P. Ryan. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. An inside give, Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down. A gain of 7.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action with Burrow. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now Burrow.
And throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
Andre Yoshibas.
A 24-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Part of a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard.
To throw now, here's Sanders.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Shamar Stewart
In there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Now Sanders.
Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Trying for it with P. Ryan.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. Here's 2nd and 3.
to number 5, T. Higgins.
Running right, here's Brown. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
And that is no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Looking to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken right at the 35. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Shador. He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 12.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting the is inside the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This is Brown going up the middle. Gets around him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run it with P. Ryan on first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Brown. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming out and making a big-time play?
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53.
McPherson's kick is good. And the lead now 11,
24-13. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
On play action, here's Shedeur. Pass caught, he's got Tillman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
On the play. And the Browns first down.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another.
Sanders to throw. He'll get this complete to Tillman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Throwing, Sanders completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. To throw again, here is Sanders. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Gets this over the middle to Tillman.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Sanders. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Sanders. He'll try and do this himself. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals getting set to go. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Shotgun handoff to Brown here.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Up the middle, here's P-Ryan.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll hand it to P-Ryan.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Burrow.
Open man is Yoshibas. 2nd and 6. 4
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown Bengals! Mike Gesicki, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Open man, that's Tillman. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw now, here's Sanders.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Now it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Burrow will throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Fair catch. Signaled for.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Open man. He completes it to Judy.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And the Browns, 1st down.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Sanders.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Now Sanders.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39.
That's another Browns.
They'll look to throw again.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up 2nd and long.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Browns on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On the option left, it's Burrow. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Burrow. Now he'll take this and run. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Browns 16.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Now Sanders operating from the gun. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
And the Browns first down.
From the shotgun, Sanders. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Barrett Carter.
Looking to throw. Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Cincinnati, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.